in the Magnolia State. And if you like music, there is somewhere new for you to explore. We sort of dabbled telling you about it. That's Ground Zero Blues Club in Biloxi earlier this week on Good Things. But we've got Lee Young with us today to tell us a little bit more official details. Hey, Lee.
Hey, good afternoon.
Well, I'm super excited about this. Anytime you have a new venue that can bring good artists or good entertainment to the Magnolia State, it's worth us celebrating. But this Ground Zero Blues Club there in Biloxi has had a long road to getting to its opening day. So when did this idea even get started?
Probably started pre-COVID, certainly, and it's an effort to help restore downtown Biloxi and bring it back to its former glory days. Mayor Fofo Gillich has been on a mission for Howard Avenue, which is the main drag in downtown Biloxi, and a lot of the buildings, as in a lot of towns, have gone through, the businesses left and vacated during the mall era, so all the shops and restaurants and everything moved out of downtown, and this is our effort to revitalize downtown Biloxi.
So you chose the historic Crest building, or should I say the historic Crest building was chosen for this particular project. What would people of Biloxi long ago know to have been the Crest building?
Well, it actually started and was built in approximately 1922 as the Kress Department Store. And really the history on it is very scarce up until we've opened this venue. It stayed vacant for many, many years. And this is really the first major iteration of that building since those early days.
Well, it definitely has a good thing coming to it. Obviously, the Ground Zero Blues Club. If folks know that name from the Mississippi Delta, they're going to know that Morgan Freeman is attached to it. So how did he get involved by bringing his blues vibe to the Mississippi Gulf Coast?
Well, for those of anybody who's ever visited Clarksdale, that's the epicenter of the blues, and what Morgan Freeman and Bill Luckett did for Clarksdale by opening that has been phenomenal. And the history of blues music in and of itself, it's the underpinnings of all music. And so initially we were looking to spark downtown, and this idea was presented, and we thought, you know what? As owners of the building, we were not really original. We did not want to really operate and own a bar, but somebody had to take a chance on downtown. And the name recognition, certainly with Morgan Freeman and the concept they had in Clarksdale, was what we believed ended up being the perfect fit to start as the nucleus for this rebirth of downtown.
And if they're looking over at supertalktv.com, Lee, I snagged some of your photos off of your Facebook page, and the building is absolutely gorgeous, and it's perfectly located to be eye-catching in terms of entertainment right there on a corner. I know the renovations, though, took time, so y'all are excited about getting your doors open, I think, this Friday. Is that correct?
That is true. Today we fed first responders private lunch today, and we'll do the same thing tomorrow. But today we have a reception for the industry. That'll happen from 4 to 6 today with the band and Kenny Brown Band. And then tomorrow night is the first night it will be open to the public for live music. We're not doing the restaurant tomorrow evening, but it will be bar and music, and Lucius Spiller. For those of you out there that know him, a tremendous blues player. And we're really excited about that. And then on Saturday night, same thing, no restaurant, open Saturday night, but we will have an act called Super Chicken, and he's phenomenal as well. And then starting next Wednesday, it will be open for lunch, dinner, and music throughout the day. And what we hope to do is educate people about the blues that would never have maybe had a chance to make it to Clarksdale, Mississippi, and bring them in and indoctrinate them into the history of blues. And, like I said, people that travel to Biloxi, to the casinos and for conventions would never maybe have otherwise even heard blues music or certainly traveled to Clarksdale. So we're at the opposite end of the blues trail, and, we hope it's a good marriage. Biloxi is rich with its own music history, and we hope it, like I said, it's a good blend and a good marriage.
Will it be an opportunity for like open mics, Lee? I mean, all throughout. I know with any venue, it's hard to keep them packed week in and week out with top of the line headliners. But what will that sort of look like? Will it be local bands? Will it be Mississippi driven? Are those coming through, or is it kind of one of those things? Just
a little bit of both. And it's funny that you mentioned that today because we had a guy, I say kid. His name's Six String Andrew from Van Cleve, Mississippi, who is phenomenal. He's played with Kingfish and some of the big boys, but he's been playing blues since he was 8 years old. And he got up and entertained the first responders today. And we had a gentleman in the audience that wanted to jump up with this harmonica. And we didn't let it happen today because we didn't know how Andrew felt about that. But we are going to have some open mic and the ability of people to join in with the bands if they give their permission. We want to really create a family-type atmosphere, a diverse group of people, young, old, black, white, you name it, just to have a good time and a lot of dancing and a lot of good food.
So let's talk about the good food. I know that the restaurant Lee there at Ground Zero Blues Club in Biloxi won't be open today or maybe even tomorrow, but once you get going, you mentioned lunch and sort of dinner services. Will that be 6 days a week, 7 days a week? What will that look like?
Initially, that is going to be Wednesday through Saturday, and then hopefully adding a gospel brunch in the very near future.
And what kind of food can we see on the menu? Will it be Southern food inspired, or will it have some of that good seafood in there?
Delta inspired. We're calling it Coastal Eats with a Delta Edge. And so you'll have everything from collards, black-eyed peas, to Cubano sandwiches, our take on Cubano sandwiches, shrimp, of course, from the Gulf Coast, salads, chicken. We'll have a daily special, just a wide variety of things. We've got a hummus that's actually a black-eyed pea and boiled peanut hummus, which is fantastic. And I can't wait for everybody to get in there and try that.
So, I will not knock it till I give it a try, Lee, for sure. Okay, rumor mill is that Morgan may be in and out. Who knows with, the opening weekend, but will he also kind of, make his appearance every now and then like he's known to do in the Delta, or is he Morgan Freeman and he can come and go as he pleases?
He's going to come and go as he pleases, but I hope he's going to make several appearances. I hope he is proud of the job we did. Certainly, we think we've done a great job and paid respect to small town Mississippi, and we hope to see him at the grand opening. Bobby Rush is playing, and we've got a lineup. Bobby Rush, Malcolm Lightning, and I believe Sade are going to open Friday night for us, the grand opening on February 18th, and it should be a spectacular day. We're going to have a ribbon cutting early on, second line parade into the building. And so we look forward to big things. And we're hoping, Morgan apparently is filming a movie in Mississippi, and we hope around his movie schedule he's able to make that event. We also have I won't give too much away, but there is a replica of a old Delta town inside the building itself. And we intend to dedicate that to Bill Luckett, who unfortunately passed away late last year.
Well, it sounds like you guys are up to so much good there in Biloxi. I wish you nothing but the best. I like that you don't know for sure whether he's coming or not. It's kind of like Santa Claus. Will he show up? Will he not? Or kind of pop in? It keeps the suspense.
No doubt. I tell you what, our phone rings off the hook. It's like, is Morgan coming? Is Morgan coming? I'm like, I have no idea. But certainly we can't wait for him to see the new venue and sign some of the places on the post and the old porch that we've got in there. So we've got, like I said, a good lineup coming up, and people can go to groundzerobiloxi.com to see what the lineup is, and we hope to see everybody there.
Well, we appreciate your time here on Good Things. We're all about visiting Mississippi, so you've given us a new spot to check out when we visit the Mississippi Gulf Coast, or if we call the coast home, to have a Friday night or a Saturday night date night, or with the family, as you mentioned. I'm liking that gospel brunch, so we'll be keeping up with you and all of the artists that you have coming through, Lee. So I appreciate your time, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
All righty, stick with us. We've got more good